So, hello everyone, and welcome to Joyous Conversations, the new podcast by myself, Joy Macassie. Uh, because, of course, being humble and all, I ended up using my own name as a pun for a podcast because when you can, go for it, guys and gals. We're all inclusive here. Anyway, as you all know, I thought that I'd start a podcast because, let's be honest, 2020 has kind of sucked. That's being very minimal. It has been just very bad. And since most of us have not had the chance to see each other, I thought, why not start a podcast where we have a look at one of the things that connects a lot of people on earth, music. I myself have been quite fortunate to be involved with this amazing festival called Techfest, where I've met very good people and made a lot of amazing friends and had great experiences. So I thought, why not, speak to some people, reminisce about Techfest and other things that we like, and keep it going because times are tough. So why not try to, make people smile and just think about the good old days? So with this in mind, I thought if I'm going to start this podcast, I might as well start where my Techfest journey began, and that is with my best friend, the younger adopted brother in our family, and my new housemate, Jack Bundy. Jack, how are you doing?
Yeah, not bad. Cheers, mate. Not too bad.
Good, good, good. So why don't you introduce to everyone how we know each other? Let's keep it PG. So just
Oh, I
forget all the
can't
embarrassing
do
stuff.
PG.
Try,
Uh,
try, try.
when was it? It was years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think like because I knew Glenn first, and then I met Surridge, and then I met you through Surridge, I think, because you were still working at Tesco, weren't you?
Yeah, bloody hell, that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
name
been
is stuck with me.
yeah. I'm just stuck with you. Like, I mean, you've met my family already. You're already living in my house. We already took care of the younger brother. It's already there, really. It's just like
Should
fuck
we
it.
just
Let's
have
take them.
kids and get it over and done with, or?
Nah, 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 nah. You have to go to Zimbabwe first. Okay, so as we've already touched like on how we know each other, and as we can tell, we've been friends for quite a while, and we've had a lot of interesting experiences that we'll be going through as we go on with this podcast. But before we get started with everything else, I've been wanting to ask like everyone who ends up here, what's the current song or album that you've been listening to this week? I know that we're starting on Monday. That's when we're recording these things. But for you, what's the thing this week, like music wise?
um, been listening to a bit of Freddie Sunshine. You ever heard of him?
No, who's that?
He's he's a rapper. I can't remember where from, but he appeared on was it one of Love's newest songs?
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's pretty good. Oh, I can't remember a single song of his now, but trust me, they're good.
I love that. It's like I like his music, cannot remember anything, but I like his music. Totally superb.
And Token as well, another rapper.
Oh, nice. Any relation to Sleep Token? Easy Vessel? Just on a side project?
Definitely not. Nah.
Yeah, no, like with me, as you know, I did the stupid thing of thinking, you know what? I'm really liking his Dark Materials, the TV show. I'm gonna blitz through all three books in 2 weeks. That is the best worst idea ever. I've I've finished the first two books and they're phenomenal, but they are so dense and just filled with things. I'm just like, I feel my brain is caving in and I don't know what's happening.
Love it.
It is just so painful. But yeah, it's been that, and also Hamilton, which we'll touch on because we recently watched Hamilton this weekend, so we'll touch on that later. But seriously, those guys are just the whole cast is just phenomenally
Oh,
talented. It
incredible.
is like I hate to be pushing Hamilton on everyone because I think everyone knows I will push it on people, but trust me, if you like music, check it out. It is phenomenal. Just annoyingly talented people. It's just like, why are you so talented? Okay, uh, we're gonna move on to the next part where we end up just talking about how you got into heavier music because especially with people of our generation, you tend to get people who are more into pop and other things, but to end up into metal and then the weird things like gent, which because gent is just its own thing. It's quite interesting how people got into that. So, how did you get into that kind of thing?
I think it was like a lot of really shit stuff like Billy Talent and whatnot. And then over
Hey,
the and then over
nice to Billy
the
Talent.
and then over the years it just sort of got heavier and heavier. I think my first ever gig was Solosis in Norwich, and I went with Glenn and Dave and a few of the others there. And I remember just shitting myself, and because I was like, oh, there's metal, I'm going to get hurt. And then I think it was Glenn or Dave turns around me and they go, oh, don't worry, no one ever gets hurt at these things. Some bloke stage dives and ends up in a neck brace. Like, that was my first ever gig, and I fucking loved it.
Try not to laugh at that whole like it's like, oh, nobody ever gets hurt. Neck brace is like, oh dear. And also, that's the weirdest thing. They say that, and I know that with you, we now have a no Jack in the mosh pit rule because what
Yeah,
happens?
I just get
Jack
hurt all
always
the
gets
time.
hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I got a
like
chipped tooth to prove it.
yeah. No, I was there. I was
Oh,
there. I remember.
I swear I tried to catch that. Like, it just went in slow motion. Like, suddenly I take a foot to the face at Chelsea Grin. I'm trying to catch this bit of tooth flying out, like it's somehow like I'm going to just glue it back on during Techfest. Like, yeah, because that's going to work.
It's like, yeah, no, Jeff, we've got everything. We've also got your surgical glue just for your teeth if they end up chipped in a mosh pit because, we have to be prepared for that.
Oh, mate, it's that's just me for you.
Ah, that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Like with me myself getting into the heavier music, it was mainly just so growing up in Zimbabwe, we had some rock that was playing, but it started when oh yeah, to those people who don't know, I actually grew up and I was raised in Zimbabwe. Sometimes you can't tell. But so it was when I was here and I started hanging out actually with Ducky, and we went to his house and we played rock band, and that's when I started getting more into it. And then I think it was went to uni and then started getting into System of a Down and everything else. And well, I was really into Metallica, but System and Avenged Sevenfold. And at a certain point, I think it was playing Guitar Hero 3 and is it Fall of Troy FCP remix? Just like some weird math rock that just really got me into it. I'm like, weird time signatures are my thing. Yeah. But does it not make sense to most people? I am down. It sounds weird. Sign me up, kids. And then Simon ended up just basically getting me into the music of Techfest, and I've just been into gent since then because, again, weird time signatures are my thing.
Wait,
So yeah.
when was our first set? Was it what 17?
Uh, I think it was 17. Yeah, no, it was 17. Yeah, I was supposed to go in 16, but I then just started a new job, so I didn't want to not go. And then we went to 17, and it was amazing. I think that's the year that we saw Sleep Token, wasn't it?
I can't even
And
remember now. Was it 7? I'm not sure it was.
I part of me wants to say that it was because I remember there was one year that Northlane were headlining on the Sunday, and I
Oh,
just kept
mate,
on
they're
hyping them up to
unreal.
you. And I think you were just like, why does he not shut up about these guys? And so like, oh no, they are worth it. They are literally just that good. I
Yeah,
mean,
they were quality, to be fair.
I really love Northlane. And then, like for me, one of my best ones was just in terms of not knowing what to expect and then getting that was Monuments last year, mainly
Oh,
because of the
mate,
vocalist
yeah.
change. That was
Oh,
just like, whew.
oh, that that made me feel things. Like, oh my god.
And then also like Sleep Token blew me away. I was like, who
Yeah,
are these guys?
obviously, yeah, definitely. Like, Sleep Token were just unreal. Like, I don't know how else to describe. Like, my description sounds so boring because like I just don't know how to describe them. They were just incredible.
No, they're still like I saw them in January. Oh, January when I could still go to gigs.
uh, hashtag back 2020. What?
That fable time. But yeah, we saw them. I went with my mate Omar, and it was his first ever metal gig that I took him to because I got him into Loads and Sleep Token and Slice the Cake as well. And went to see Sleep Token, and it was just amazing. It was just, I can't wait to see them again. They're just so good. It's just the best thing ever. Um, I think now since we're already talking about like Techfest and just falling over it and just missing everything. I would like to ask you then, what is your favorite Techfest experience?
Probably monuments, to be fair. Like they were just unreal. Or are we talking about music wise or just in general?
We could do both. We could do both.
All right, music wise, monuments, and then in general is when we catfished Andrew from DVSR.
The funny part is, many people do not even know the story, and once they hear the story, we'll just leave it at that. We just like, and we just thought, just leave it at that, and then wait to see what people think, and then just I'll start getting a lot of messages from people saying, "What on earth did you do?" It's like, you have to keep on listening to actually get the full story. We just drop in like little nuggets of information. It's like, so it started like this, and then stop there. It's like, tune in next time for the whole story. Seriously, Andrew, thank you for being a good sport about that. We miss you guys. You
Yeah,
guys should come
fair
back to the
play to them.
UK. It was like amazing, and
Mate, they
seriously,
did such a good show.
they really did. Also, Siamese also just always just smash it. You just remember like when we had the Siamese guy at our tent, that was really fun. But I'd say for me, um, because I think I have a lot of moments that I can take, I would say music wise, I agree with you with Monuments, but also for me, just discovering Sleep Token was just phenomenally mind blowing because they were actually a secret act. So no one knew that they were actually playing except for, well, the. The organizers and everything else. So just discovering them was really great. And in terms of non-music experiences, it's not really a good experience, but it's memorable. Say it with me, everyone. 3 months of rain in an hour. 3 months of rain in an hour.
Oh God! Every time I think I forget about that, someone else brings it up.
Because it was scary though. Like the water was actually going through the actual like second stage by the merch, and it was going all over the merch,
Oh
and the water was
God!
just everywhere, and it was just going chaotic. It was just like,
Yeah,
what is
that's
happening?
horrendous.
And then people just like, oh wait, there's actually electricity. We should probably just be running around trying to actually sort this out because what on earth is happening? And the scramble and everything else. Dear God. We've had some very weird, interesting times there, but yeah, there'll
Oh,
be
and then
more.
there was the tornado, weren't there?
Techfest Tornado, Technado, Technado.
Yeah, I guess.
There are shirts calling the Technado. I'm not just making that up. They are actual shirts.
Is there? I haven't seen
Yeah,
them. Or
yeah,
maybe
no,
Simon showed me, and I just was like in another world or something. I can't remember.
yeah, no, there is actually just like a Technado shirt that is out there somewhere, and I need one because it's just amazing. But yeah, so we're going to slightly pivot now from Techfest to talk about other, genres that people like. Because for me personally, I started to notice that a lot of Techfest people are into rap music. Surprisingly enough, so with yourself, I mean, it's not like it's the most like biggest genre right here at the moment, and we're all of that age that we grew up with it. But with yourself, how did you get into rap music?
I honestly don't have a clue. I think it was like bog standard Eminem when I was younger, and then I started listening to like Mob Deep and a lot of time now it's kind of like Night Level, Puya, I think his name is. I can't don't know how to say his name exactly. Mostly sort of East Coast kind of stuff, and obviously NWA because it's NWA,
Yeah.
um, and Wu Tang as well, obviously. Um, yeah, I don't really know. I kind of just started. I don't know. It just kind of happened. I don't know when it really started. I guess, like I say, it was with Eminem a bit when I was a kid, and just let's start listening to it more and more. Really. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
What about you?
No, I think like with me, I've just realized that I bought a very fancy microphone and the podcast is just picking up the microphone from the actual headphones that I'm using. So this might mess up the audio quality a bit. Spend all that money on gear. But yeah, so with me it was basically I would say uh there was a big rap presence in Zimbabwe, so I always knew that it was there. But I think once I got here, I started listening to a lot more. I think, as you're saying, a bit of. I was really listening to like Eminem and D12 back in Zimbabwe, but then started listening to a lot more stuff like 50 Cent and everything else. And then once we got here, I started getting more into grime as well because gotta love a bit of
Oh
grime. Yep.
yeah,
Uh,
too right.
yeah, no, it with me talking about just rap and yourself and myself, I was really surprised when I was watching Hamilton with you and you got the Mob Deep reference that even I did not know, and I was like,
Hell yeah.
okay then.
How like oh mate, Mob Deep are just mate, they're just so good. Just
I know, and I've heard this, and
mate,
I need to get into them more because apparently I am missing out on a few things. Yeah,
you are mate.
but no,
Like you can't get better than Shook Ones. Like Shook Ones is just a classic. Like you must have that on your
nope,
playlist.
nope, nope. I have some really weird knowledge gaps when it comes to things, and everyone ends up just looking at me. It's like, but how is that even possible? It's like, sorry guys, these things just happen. Yeah.
Oh, tell you what, I know this is going to sound a bit weird though, um, but Just What I Am by Kid Cudi,
Okay, Cuddy does good work though.
and like, yeah, like I couldn't stand him at first. I think it was because I heard Day and Night, and I thought that was just him all over, and then it just put me off. But yeah, this song. Have you seen The King of Staten Island?
No, no, I've
Is
not
it
seen it with P Davis. Yeah,
Dave? Yeah, Davidson, or
yeah, P
whatever his
Davidson. Yeah.
name is. But yeah, it was playing on that, and I was like, shit, this is a tune, this is a tune. And obviously Shazammed it, and I was like, and then I had that song on repeat for about a week. I couldn't stop listening to it after that.
No, like with me, Kid Cudi, it for a lot of people it ends up being Day and Night, the Crookers remix. But with me, the original was the one that really got me into him. And then after that, Pursuit of Happiness is just a tune. It's just, and then he has another one. I've forgotten what the name of the song is, but it's got like Andre 3000 on it, and it's really good. And then there is Kids See Ghost, which he did 2018, I think, with Kanye West, which was their album that they did together, which is really good. And it's got this last song. I think I played it to my coworker Joe when we were at work once, and it's called Cuddy Montage, and it's basically um, it's Cuddy um, Cuddy, Mr. Hudson, Kanye, and I think Pusha T's there on there as well. And the actual beat that they end up sampling a unknown Kurt Cobain guitar riff as the main part of the song. It's really good. Yeah,
Nice.
no, highly recommend it to everyone. Like seriously, if you like your weird out there stuff, Kitsy Ghost is a really good album. Yeah.
Oh, and I found that song, that Freddie Sunshine one I mentioned. It wasn't Low, it was Lotus Eater.
Ah,
He appeared with Lotus Eater. I don't know how I got it mixed up, but I did.
getting your British
But
bands mixed up. Lotus Eater are British, right? Otherwise, I've just outed myself.
oh dear. But yeah, it's absolute true, mate. You should check it out.
Yeah. Okay. Good. 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 So, since we're talking about rap and everything else, the thing that I now want to ask you is that still on the genres that people don't expect metalheads to listen to, what song or genre have you like a weird interest in that people will be surprised by?
Um, I've always been into my drum and bass really. Like ever since I was, I don't know, what, 14, 15, kind of just stuck with it really. I used to bit of DJ and stuff like that. And like I think the one tune I remember the most is "Mr. Happy" by DJ Hazard, and I absolutely love it. It's every time I hear it, I just buzz. Just it just makes me want to jump. I love it. Um, and like good old Sophie Ellis Bextor, yeah. Uh,
See, Murder on the Dance Floor is the weirdest song ever for me because it is so catchy and it just sticks in your head so much. It's like prototypical earworm that as soon as somebody just starts singing, it's Murder on the Dance Floor, huh? It's like, why have you done this? Now it's just stuck in my head for the next week. Thanks.
yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I actually like the song. I think it is literally just such an earworm. You can't help it,
You
and then you're
literally
just
can't
driving
get rid of
yourself
it.
mental.
Yeah, it's just like, why is this stuck in my head? I did not want this. Why? Like with me, when it comes to songs that I like that people will be surprised by, Enya, Sail Away is just amazing. I'm just like, yep, nope, Enya, we're there. I remember the one time that me and Glenn we wanted to actually see her tour, and then we realized she doesn't tour, and I'm like, really? And then somebody said, oh, yeah, no, Enya just basically records music and she stays in a castle with her cats. And part of me is like, that's gold right there. I wish I could do that. Just, in my castle with my cats, nobody bothering me.
Yeah, too right. That's life goals
That
right
is
there
literally life goals. That is how I want to just get rich and then just stay in my castle. Like, yep,
with
with
my
my
cats.
cats. Don't bother me. I'm having a good time.
Sounds ideal
Wow,
to me.
so ideal. So now we're just going to go to the last few bits of the podcast itself. We're keeping it short and nice for you guys because we know people have jobs and everything else because capitalism is fun. Anywho,
Eat the rich. What?
nothing. What current geeky thing are you doing like these days then?
I'm just rinsing Control on the PS4 as well as Valhalla, new Assassin's Creed.
Oh, mate.
Um, yeah, it's pretty sick to be fair. It's like it's actually a good Assassin's Creed. Hello?
Hello, yeah, no, I can hear you now. Gonna have to splice it up a bit and think, what happened there?
Yeah, I accidentally pulled out my cord from the PC. Yeah, that's just me being Ben.
I might just keep that, or I will like splice it, and then I'll just end up having it like, and at this point, I just have to stop because Jack ended up incidentally unplugging himself. That's brilliant.
Yeah,
But yeah, so you were saying that you were playing Valhalla and Control.
yeah. Like Control is unreal. I don't know why I didn't play it sooner. Um, Mate, there's like you can just pick things up, you can levitate, you're just destroying the place, and there's like these weird supernatural possessed humans just trying to kill you. Like I'm not doing it justice. As you can tell, I'm not very good at describing anything. But yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Oh, that's it's like Salesman of the Year, Jack Bundy. It's like, it's good. You get to levitate
Hey,
and do things. It's amazing.
it's good. Buy it.
Buy it.
Yeah, there's my ad.
On Valhalla, have you gotten to Newmarket yet? Does Newmarket even exist in Valhalla?
I don't think so. That obviously Cambridge does, but it goes by the old name of Dew. I can't say it. Dewlepont or something like
Okay.
that. So yeah, that's Cambridge's old name for people who didn't know. So I do have some brains, like just saying. Um, but yeah, it's pretty good, man. Like I've also I've just got to the bit where I've ended up in Vinland. I'm not gonna say anything else for spoilers and all that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
no, people
But
might find you and, well, yeah.
yeah, people will murder me for that sort of thing.
People take spoilers really
So
seriously.
yeah. So I'm not gonna piss
Yeah,
anyone
no,
off.
don't.
I have too much to live for.
Indeed. We all do, apparently. But yeah, no, with me, it is still the ongoing saga of Joy basically failing at an 18-year-old
Good old Kingdom
seriously,
Hearts.
it's supposed to be a kids game, but it's so hard. Like I'm now at the point where I'm at Atlantic and I'm fighting Ursula, and I'm basically having to like go away, grind some more to get my XP up and level up, and then try again because it is just. I was telling you the other day that on the first boss, I had to get up to level 14 for me to easily do it. And I had to go to other worlds to get more stuff because the game is that hard. And people might just laugh and say, Joy, you're just bad at this. But nope, I've spoken to people who say that it's a hard RPG. And I've been on YouTube and seen actual adults like me saying that they're having to give the controllers to their parents because it's that bad. I am not the only failure here. We are many.
I still haven't played that. Like I'm not sure if that's my bag or not. To be honest, like I see Disney characters and I'm like, nah, I'm out.
No,
That's never
trust me.
really my thing.
But do you like Final Fantasy?
No.
Okay, so maybe not your thing. It is just basically like Final Fantasy meets Disney. Let's just have a weird ass story going on. Let's see what happens. So yeah. Oh
Wait,
mate.
what am I doing?
I don't
Sorry, my cat's crawling over me.
Floki, what are you like? But yeah, and with that, we're getting to the end of the podcast itself. Oh, a nice little 25 minutes, which is nice. So, before we go, I would ask you, what are some nice words that you'd like to tell the tech fam? And everyone else, really.
Don't get lost or squashed.
Sound advice. Sound advice works well in video games and real life. Um, with me, I would say that you know what, guys and gals, and non-binary people. Thank you all for listening and giving us a shot. Please, if you like this, spread the word. Let everybody know. We're gonna be trying to do this every week with different people. Just me randomly ranting about things and everything else. Just having a chat with mates, really. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed this. Look after yourselves and enjoy the weekend. I suppose I need to get a better like closing line. It was originally going to be like, look after yourself.
Well, mine was don't get lost or squashed, so I think you're doing a bit better, mate.
Yeah,
So,
but
you
mine
know,
should have been, I was thinking it was going to be look after yourselves, see you at the Wonky Jam next year, but then I realized some people would have no idea what that is, and then I would have to explain a few things, and I'm like, yeah, that's way too much of an in joke. This is
well, that's if Smoky Tentacles is back, and that's if we can actually go back to Techfest. Fingers crossed, though.
yes, because we live in the playtimes. Yay, fun
Yay!
times. So no, I'll say look after yourselves. Hope you have a wonderful week in between. It's weird because I'm gonna drop this on a Friday and we're doing this on a Monday because I have work and also have to edit everything. But yeah, hope you have a great weekend. Look after yourselves and be with you guys in about a week's time. Hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood, every other superstitious thing. Get a rabbit's foot. Whatever. Okay. It's like the most rambliest of goodbyes ever. It's like, will you just shut up and go? Okay, well,
Oh.
thank you all and have a good time. And till next time, look after yourselves. Bye bye.